Imam vam nekaj važnoga povedati. Tu si posedajte oko mene. Tu, nedaleko od Đurđevca, pred 40 let snimali jednu jako lepu seriju. Gruntovčani se je zvala. O Dudeku. On je bil dober čovjek. I o njegovoj ženi Regi, i o tecu Cinoberu. Onda ni bilo mobitela, ni bilo interneta. Išlo se s kravicama na pašu, zemlja se obdelavala. Dok se toga setim. Čekaj, sad sam se setil. Tu je bila jedna stara majka, Mariška se je zvala, a imela je svojega benda. Kaj je ta znala sprašiti kaubojade, znaš, po kaubojski.
Jel svirala rock'n'rolla?
Je, Borme je. I filma su o njoj snimili. Nego, jel vi znate kaj su to picovki? Sad bom vam ja nekaj pokazal. Daj mi dodaj onu knjigu.
People of Đurđevac are well known far and wide of the Rooster Festival, one of a kind intangible cultural heritage of Republic of Croatia, under preventive protection of Croatian Ministry of Culture. The main event of this cultural and historical story is the legend of the Roosters, a theatrical reenactment of the Ottoman siege of the Old Town and its defense. The legend is based on historical facts that say that in the ancient year 1552, the mighty Ulama Beg besieged the fort of Đurđevac. The exhausted people of Đurđevac figured out a way to trick the attackers, so they shot the last remaining rooster out of the cannon. Thinking that the people of Đurđevac can endure the siege for much more time since they're throwing around remaining food, the Ottomans gave up on conquering the town, calling the people roosters, a name that people of Đurđevac wear proudly to this day. The Old Town is one of the most recognizable symbols of the Đurđevac town. Once a military fort and the captain's headquarters in fighting the Ottomans, today it is an unmissable sight to see for everyone who visits Đurđevac. The Old Town, a first-category cultural monument, is a home to the Museum of Precious Art Heritage of Ivan Lacković Croata, a famous artist. Did you know that Croatia has a real desert and that it is just 100 kilometers away from the capital Zagreb? The sands of Đurđevac, Đurđevatski Peski, known also as the Croatian Sahara, are a protected geobotanical reserve, with a vast number of endemic plant species, a varied fauna and attractive sand dunes. About 10 kilometers from Đurđevac, there is a picturesque settlement called Kozarevac, which in each year passing hosts the Croatian National Championships in motocross racing. The track itself, known as the Hill of Karas, gathers the elite of Croatian motocross racers. One of the largest Croatian Marian shrines is situated in the village of Molve, the sanctuary of Our Lady of Molve. Each year, thousands of pilgrims from all over the northwestern Croatia gather here for worship.
Deca, deca, kam ste se već tak razbežali? Ote si, moram vam još nekaj povedati. Jeste išli da v Zagreb?
Jesmo.
Vište, na pol puta od Đurđevca i Koprivnice prema Zagrebu su vam Križevci. To je jedna stara varoš gdje su se negda vodile grde borbe. To je bilo jezero 240 i nekoje. I tu su vam krala Belu četvrtoga, okupatori, onda su se Tatari zvali, htjeli su ga vloviti i onda pred njima se on skril na kalnik. I tam su vam ga onda šljivama hranili, skrili su ga v šljivik i tak su mu života spasili.
Ma dajte, kaj je baš tak bilo?
Tak i nikak drugač.
The town of Križevci are a historic stage of the famous medieval bloody parliament, and a town whose patron saint is one of the three Croatian saints, a native citizen of Križevci, Saint Mark. The town is nowadays the headquarters of Greek Catholic Eparchy with the Holy Trinity Cathedral. The event not to be missed in Križevci is certainly the great Spravišće of Križevci, portraying a 7th century old legend, the fighting and the reconciliation of the citizens, purgers, and the plum growers of Kalnik. The neighborly relationship disturbed what used to be friendship and kinship, until the arguing parties decided to reconcile when a young lad from Kalnik fell for a city girl. As love grew and conquered, the reconciliation and a festivity were due before the wedding. Thus the great Križevci festivity was established. In case you visit Križevci in the time of Spravišće, you are in for some interesting ceremonies lasting for 3 days. The parade of local folk donned in traditional clothes, entertaining plays, comedy and shows performed by culture and artistic troupes that complement the festivities program since the ancient 1986. Should you wish to get away from the buzzing city center and enjoy the natural treasures of the untouched countryside, a trip to the Kalnik Hill is always a great choice. Bar trekking in the educational tracks and enjoying top culinary creations in the mountaineer's house Kalnik, you can invigorate your body and soul by being active. Go hiking on one of the most beautiful tracks in Croatia, leading towards the highest peak in the county. Do sport climbing, paragliding, or cycling. The Prigorje region folk take special pride in their vineyards and acclaimed wines, so they made sure tourists know that by giving support in establishing the wine road Križevci, Kalnik, Sveti Petar, Orehovec. Alongside excellent wines and gastronomy of the wine road, you can enjoy a grand number of natural, cultural, and other entertaining contents.
Deca, gdje ste, pak ste mi se nekam svi razbežali. Ote si, moram vam još nekaj povedati. Za Koprivnicu vam moram nekaj reći. Da vas pitam, jel imate vi srce? Imam. Znate, gdje vam je srce? Ajde pokažite. Tu vam je srce Podravine. Srce jednog lepog kraja, gdje teče reka Drava, gdje su šumska jezera, gdje je miren i lepi kraj i tu vam srce mirno tuče, jer i vaše mirno tuče. Da. Nego da vas ja pitam, jeste li vi včeraj jeli juhu?
Da.
Vište, tu vam je živela jedna teta Zlata, bez koje ne bi juve nigdar bile tak fine i ne bi imele takvoga teka. Ona je zmislila vegetu. Jel vi znate kaj je vegeta?
Znači.
Vište, ima tu još čuda i toga za reći.
The town of Koprivnica is the center and the biggest town of the Koprivnica Križevci County. It is also the tourist center of the Podravina and Prigorje region, inscribed boldly on the tourist map of Croatia. Koprivnica is not known just for vegeta, beer, top sport, or art. It is increasingly becoming better known for interesting and fulfilling tourist assortment. Should you wish to find out what life was like in the medieval and Renaissance times, what the people used to eat and drink, what they did for a living, and how they treated their knights, lepers, witches, and fools, do not forget to visit the traditional Renaissance fair of Koprivnica, held each year at the end of summer, on the walls of the medieval town core. If you find yourself at the festival, you should not miss the central event, the attractive evening reenactment of the town siege and cannon airstrike, flaming arrows and balls of fire. The Renaissance Fair is one of the top 10 Croatian tourist manifestations and certainly the most significant historical type event in this part of Europe. That status is confirmed each year by dozens of thousands of visitors and thousands of costumed participants from all over Europe. 50 kilometers of bike lanes, the free system of rental bikes and unique monuments honoring His Highness the Bicycle are all reasons why Koprivnica is known throughout Europe as the bicycle city. Public bike rental system Bitsko, the last of numerous projects aimed at raising the share of cycling traffic, has been a huge success. 15 kilometers away from Koprivnica, you will find the village of Hlebine, the cradle of Croatian naive painting. This is where the Academy painter Krsto Hegedušić noticed the artistic prowess of two Podravina peasants, Ivan Generalić and Franjo Mraz. He taught them the basics of painting technique and included them in exhibitions of the Earth Group. Mirko Virius, Josip Generalić, Mio Kovačić, Ivan Večenaj, Ivan Lacković Croata, Martin Mehkek, and many more had put the naive painting on the map of the artistic world as a world-famous phenomenon. The Naive Art Gallery in Hlebine is a place where every visitor can learn about the beginnings of the naive art movement and its development and see the masterworks of famous painters and sculptors of the naive era. The artists of today, painters and sculptors gather in Koprivnica each year during the famous Motives of Podravina, a festival that honors the naive art movement as well as the traditional guilds, manufacturers and gastronomy characteristics of the region. The International Folklore Festival from Granny's Chest, with multiple folklore aficionados and numerous ensembles participating each year, confirms that the people of Podravina and Prigorje hold their traditions dearly. Podravina and Prigorje region are known for wines becoming more and more acclaimed, thanks to the efforts of diligent winemakers, and continue to win numerous acknowledgements. Should you find yourself in Koprivnica Križevci County and happen to cherish a good drop of wine, do not miss the tour of wineries on the Koprivnica, Križevci and Đurđevac wine roads. Each year before the Feast of St. Martin's, there is a grand event called the Great Spelancia of St. Martin's, which gathers around 50 bishops of St. Martin's from various parts of the country. Apart from being able to witness the unique ceremony of christening the must into wine, it is also an opportunity to taste different acclaimed wines of the county, country, and the world. You can travel the entire county by bike. Many bike lanes with the longest Drava route, stretching for 80 kilometers along the river Drava, connect numerous tourist spots and offer the pure enjoyment of recreation in the nature. The Šoderica Lake, rightfully named the Sea of Podravina, gets the attention it deserves. Thousands of happy swimmers and satisfied sunbathers enjoy it in the summertime. That is also the part of the year when the lake itself becomes a cultural, sporting, and amusement center for the youth and all those who feel the same. There are theater plays and cinematic shows, bikers meetings, concerts, and other types of creative content. By organizing a 2-day manifestation, Šoderica, the student population creatively enriched the Šoderica's tourist and cultural offer. During the country weekend, the lake comes to life in an era of the Wild West, so you can enjoy country dancing, riding horses, try your luck on an electric bull or rope the cattle, and check out the real Indian village. The Drava River has been an eternal inspiration source for poets, painters, musicians, and other artists. As years go by and the environmental influences get more and more conspicuous, it is getting more vital to raise awareness about the real significance of the river, not just for Croatia, but also for other countries along its riverbed. Therefore, the Croatian government declared the Mura and Drava rivers a protected regional park, first of their kind in Croatia in 2011, hence they are now a part of most important European river ecosystems and future UNESCO Biosphere Reservation. From the mouth of the Mura River into the Drava River in the northwest of the county, all the way to the border with the Virovitica-Podravina County in the east. The Drava tells a unique story and her branches hold many a secret. Backwaters, abandoned riverbeds, floodplain forests and meanders, sandbars and well-preserved natural banks of the Drava and the Mura rivers form an incredible, distinctive and biodiverse landscape of flora and fauna. The potential for tourism development and the tourist offer in the Koprivnica Križevci County are endless. Rich museum, ethnographic and gallery collections are dispersed all around the county and offer a stream of possibilities for the development of the cultural tourism. Podravina and Prigorje region are rich in fish and game, so a significant spot in the tourist offer is given to hunting and fishing. The Koprivnica Križevci County stretches on the surface of 1,784 square kilometers. Envelops 3 major towns and 22 municipalities with around 115,000 inhabitants. The economy is dominated by food and pharmaceutical industry. Healthcare is at a high level, while investments and possibilities in primary, secondary, and higher education demonstrate that the county cares about the quality of life of its inhabitants. Kindness, accessibility, and friendliness of Podravina and Prigorje people will make every guest feel welcome and not want to miss an opportunity to come back and discover some new magical corner of this gorgeous county.